Welcome back everyone to the Madden 07 Albuquerque Vipers franchise. With just 4 games left to go in the season, we're going to be taking a look around the league. First at the standings, the Steelers are 11-1 and are easily going to win their division. They already have there. As you saw, and they're now competing for the 1 seed. The Texans and Colts are both at 500 on top of their division. The Titans right behind them there though, and even the Jags have a chance as of now. The Patriots also only have 1 loss on the season. The Bills are 7-5, trying to get a wild card berth. The Jets are 6-6, and you got the Dolphins at the bottom there. The Broncos and Chargers both 8-4, fighting for that division. The Chiefs at 5-7, and the Raiders have 4 wins. Meanwhile, on the NFC side of things, the Packers lead their division at 8-4. You got the Lions at 6-6, and then the Bears and Vikings are both 4-8. The Saints are on top of their division at 9-3. Then you got the Falcons, the Buccaneers, and then the 3-9 Carolina Panthers. The Redskins are 9-3, and everyone else here has a losing record, with the Cowboys at 5-7, and both the Eagles and the Giants at 4-8. And then finally in the West, the Seahawks are on top of the division at 10-2, but we are right behind them with the exact same record. The Cardinals fighting for a wild card berth at 7-5, and then the Niners are the Niners. Orlando Cross has the best quarterback rating in the league. Tom Brady has the most passing yards, though. Behind him is Leinart and Hasselbeck. When it comes to passing touchdowns, our boy Orlando Cross, 25 of them so far to lead the league. Brock Flowers and Curtis Williams each have 23. When it comes to interceptions, Brock Flowers is one of the best at not throwing them. Meanwhile, AJ Young and Matt Hasselbeck each have 18. Pennington has 17. And then Joel Morton and Koch each have 16. Larry Johnson is once again the leading rusher in the league, but Dominique Davis is just 3 yards behind him there. You also got Kevin Jones, Clinton Portis, and LaDainian Tomlinson. Lawrence Maroney has the most rushing touchdowns, though, with 17. Dominique Davis has 13, and then you got a couple guys there with 11. Lee Evans leads the league in both receptions and receiving yards. Chad Johnson and Darrell Jackson are all your other 1,000-yard receivers so far. Ocho Cinco also has 11 receiving touchdowns. Behind him is Burleson and Fitz with 10. Looking at the offensive line stats, it's nice not seeing any Vipers there in the sacks given up column, not giving up the most. That's kind of a new thing this season. Javon Curse has 18 sacks on the season for the Eagles. He's trying to break Michael Strahan's sack record in a season, and he's pretty close to doing so. Ike Taylor leads the league with interceptions with 7 of them. 4 of them he got in that game against the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. And then, as you saw, Terrence Newman is also up there for interceptions. Orlando Cross has 25 touchdowns, as you already saw. He also has only thrown 9 picks so far in the season. And Seneca Wallace has played pretty good when he's had to come in relief of Orlando Cross. Ed Ailman has over 500 yards rushing. Cross has over 400 yards. But the ground game just has not been working the way I've wanted it to. Running back is probably going to be one of the big things we're going to look to add on to in the offseason. But for now, Ed Ailman is serviceable. Larry Fitzgerald is our leading receiver. He also has 10 touchdowns, as you already saw. Then you got Charles Phillips, Chris Clark, and Alex Smith. They've all been pretty good for us. You also got Roddy White. And the running backs have been doing a pretty good job getting involved in the receiving game as well. Looking at the offensive line, our tackles have been struggling a little bit, but they have not been very bad at all this season. Terrence Newman leads us in tackles with 65 of them. Jeff Robrich has 7 tackles for loss so far. Antrell Wilson, 10 sacks on the season for him. Finnan has got 8. Then you got Roger Wicks getting some there, along with James Hall, Jeff Robrich, Pete Hunter, those guys there. And then Ike Taylor, you already saw his 7 interceptions. Newman has 5. Schmidt has 3. 2 for John Kelly. 1 for Knight, Earlbridge, and Hunter. And then we also have gotten ourselves 3 pick sixes so far on the year. Orlando Cross is currently the favorite for the MVP award. Right behind him, you got Maroney there. Then Dominique Davis, and then LaDainian Tomlinson and Tom Brady rounds out the top 5. Lawrence Maroney is the favorite to win Offensive Player of the Year, though, with Cross coming in second there. You got Aiken Adele being the favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, obviously, I think it's going to go to Brock Flowers, even if he doesn't even play in the next few games, because he's just been that dominant so far this season. And then Eric McGrady, an outside linebacker there for the Buccaneers, is the favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. In last week's game, we played the Giants on Monday Night Football and came out with the 33-27 victory. It probably should not have been that close, but it was almost a trap game there for us. We did escape, and now we're going to be playing the Saints, and as you've already seen, they are on top of their division, led by Curtis Williams, who's been playing really good. Makes you kind of question why they drafted Ricky Haley in the first round in last year's draft, if he's just going to be a backup behind a quarterback they took in the second round in the draft the year before. After cutting Drew Brees, it's just been a mess in New Orleans, but you know what? They're winning games, so it doesn't really matter. They are a pretty good team. As you saw, Reggie Bush has been balling out for them. He was hurt for a little while. That's why he hasn't broken 1,000 yards quite yet. And then Edgerrin James is their backup running back. He is going to be injured for today's game. And if you remember last season, Edgerrin James spent half a year on the Vipers, primarily playing at the fullback position. But he's been doing pretty good in New Orleans when he's had to play. And this Saints defense is pretty good too. So going into this game, this is a big matchup when it comes to terms of playoff seeding, because if the Saints get the victory, not only will it help out the Seahawks lock up the division, it also will help them as they would leapfrog us then in terms of playoff seeding and whatnot, having the head-to-head matchup tiebreaker if they win today's game. But if the Vipers win today's game, that's going to really propel them towards getting a bye and possibly home field advantage throughout the postseason. These Saints are going to win the toss down at midfield, and they're going to elect to receive. So here is Curtis Williams throwing left side there and off the mark on the first play of the day. Reggie Bush is going to run to the right side, but this Vipers defense is all over him there, forcing him down for a loss of 2. And now on third down, he loses the football. There, the Saints do recover though, but still a nice strip sack there for the Vipers. And that's going to force the Saints to punt. And the Saints punter is actually injured for today's game. So Phil Dawson is going to have to punt for them. And it doesn't go very good for them as it goes for a net 5 yards. First down and 10. It does not start off good for Albuquerque as Cross is going to be sacked and lose 9 yards there. Will Smith on the play. Cross is rolling to his left now. He's going to get rocked, loses the football, and the Saints are going to recover at the 40, the 30, the big man rumbling down the side there. Finally gets brought down, but not until he's inside of the Saints' red zone. So the Saints have a really bad punt, but unfortunately Albuquerque cannot take advantage of it, and their peerless Price makes that reception, getting them down to the 3-yard line. Reggie Bush runs that one and picks up 1 yard. They fake giving it to the fullback. They give it to Bush again, but he's going backwards. New Orleans is faced with a third down and goal. Williams throws over the middle there for his tight end Smith, and he's going to bring it in for the touchdown. Not his tight end, it's actually his fullback there with the touchdown grab, and that's going to put New Orleans out on top quickly, 7-0. Ed Ailman's going to run right side there, but he's not going anywhere. He's actually going to lose 3 yards. On second down, Orlando crosses rolling to his right, looking for Fitz, but it's going to be picked off by Dixon. Trying to high point that pass there for Larry Fitzgerald, but not high enough, I guess, as the defensive back was able to jump up and get New Orleans great field position on offense again here. Brown makes that grab on the left side, and that's going to get them across the 30-yard line. Here goes Bush running to the right side, and he's going to pick up a gain of 2. Play fake. Williams takes a shot to the end zone here, but the pass is going to fall incomplete. On 3rd and 8, Curtis Williams is looking to throw again. He goes over the middle there, connects with Waller, his tight end, but he's going to get brought down shy of the sticks, so they're going to have to bring up Phil Dawson, who's better at kicking than he is at punting. He nails that one right through the uprights, and that's going to give the Saints a 10-point lead. So here are the Vipers once again trying not to turn the ball over, running right up the middle there. A nice run from Ailman, picks up a quick first down. Cross on 1st and 10. He held onto the football for too long there, and the pressure got to him, forcing an incomplete pass. Now Cross is running to his right. He's going to be intercepted again, this time by Emmanuel. Just trying to dump it off quickly underneath there to Chris Clark, but the pass still gets jumped, and the Vipers' first 3 possessions of offense have all resulted in a turnover, 2 fumbles, and an interception, all on Orlando Cross. So once again, New Orleans looks to capitalize on the turnover. Reggie Bush is going backwards on that run, though. 3rd down and 6. That Bush gets the football. He's in open room, spinning off of tacklers and getting into the red zone. I formation here for New Orleans. Bush runs right up the gut, evading defenders and getting them inside of the 10 now. First down and goal from the 6. They give it to Bush, who makes a couple moves to the left side there, but really doesn't end up going anywhere. First play of the second quarter now. It's a toss to the left for Reggie Bush, but he's going backwards. Williams looks to throw, floats that one out to the end zone, but it's going to be broken up. So despite the good field position, they're going to have to settle for another Phil Dawson field goal. This one from 26 yards out, and he nails it once again. I formation here for Albuquerque as we try to get back into this game. It's been an awful start for us, but we can still rebound. Cross is looking to throw here. He's going to take a shot looking for Larry Fitzgerald, who's going to bring it in and set us up at about the 15-yard line. The pass was underthrown, but Fitz was still able to bring it in, and that's the spark this Vipers offense needed. Looking for Fitz there again, but he gets rocked and is unable to hold on to that one. MJD here gets the carry to the right side, but he's going to lose a yard. Third down and 11, crosses flush to his left, and he's going to be sacked again for the third time today already by Jason Taylor there, the former Dolphin. But luckily we are in field goal range. The kick is up, and it is good, and the Vipers finally get on the board. So here is the Saints offense now looking to extend their lead even more. Smith takes it right up the gut and picks up a gain of 7. Williams has got time in the pocket, throws over the middle there, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Throwing quickly to the left side now looking for Porter, but the pass once again is going to fall incomplete, and New Orleans is going to go 3 and out. Here's Dawson again with the punt, but it's actually a pretty good one this time, getting out to the 35-yard line. Dante Hall's going to return it, gets across midfield before he gets brought down right about at the 45. The Vipers looking to capitalize on good field position, but instead Cross is going to be sacked again. This offensive line has really been struggling early on in today's game. Faced with a second down and long now, Cross is going to take off and run down the right side, sliding down and making it 3rd and short. Orlando throws quickly over the middle. Chris Clark, what are you doing, man? You can't be dropping passes like that. So instead, we're going to have to settle for a 56-yard field goal instead of converting on 3rd down. Luckily, John Hall is one of the best in the league now, and he nails that one right through the uprights. The Saints with the football again, throwing left side there. Hilton makes that reception and picks up a gain of 9. Second down and inches. Williams is going to go down, sacked on the play there. New Orleans is faced with a 3rd down and 7 now as we're right at the 2-minute warning. Throwing left side there for Hilton. He makes the reception short of the 1st down marker though, and the Saints are going to have to punt. Albuquerque's trying to put together a 2-minute drill. Charles Phillips makes that reception there. Just Orlando Cross's 2nd completed pass of the game today. There, Alex Smith makes a nice reception and picks up a gain of 9. Now quickly throwing over the middle, Cross's pass is incomplete. 3rd down and inches, throwing left side there, he's going to be picked off by Emmanuel, his 2nd interception of the game. Cross's 3rd that he's thrown, his 4th total turnover. They sent the blitz, he thought he could get Chris Clark open, but instead he threw it right to the defender, and we squander a nice 2-minute drill that we had going. Hilton makes that nice reception on the left sideline, getting the Saints out to midfield. Williams looks to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Finally throws left side there for Brown, and that's going to pick up about 8 or 9 yards. Spreading things out on 2nd down, Williams is going to throw left side there. Waller makes the reception, breaks out of a tackle, and finally gets wrestled down, but not until he gets into the red zone. 1st down and 10 now. It's a toss to the left here for Reggie Bush. He gets some nice blocking, and he's going to go untouched all the way to the crib for the touchdown. And that's going to extend this Saints lead now out even more. And that's going to make it 20-6 at the half. It looked like the Vipers running go downfield and tied this game up at 13 apiece. But instead, New Orleans is going to take an even bigger lead. The Vipers get the football to start off, but it feels like more of the same as the pass falls incomplete and then the run goes backwards. Albuquerque's faced with a 3rd down. Cross rolls to his right, gets it out to Phil Van Dyke. A nice throw there, converts the 3rd down. Cross just 4 of 12 with 3 interceptions today, but you know what? He's still got a half of football to redeem himself. On second down and 8, he throws over the middle, but the pass is going to get knocked away right at the line there. Third down, crosses rolling to his right, now looking for Fitz, who makes this grab. Some fantastic blocking there by the wide receivers, and he's going to go all the way untouched to the crib. What is the Saints defense doing there? Take a look at the replay. Larry Fitzgerald was wide open right there. Some fantastic blocking by some receivers there. And as you see, the defenders in the secondary are just jogging, letting Fitz just run it all the way to the crib. And the Vipers are getting right back into today's game. Bush gets the ball, and he's going to pick up a gain of 4. Now running out of the I formation, he breaks this one to the right side, makes a man miss, but then gets tripped up at midfield. And John Kelly appears to have hurt his elbow, making the stop there. First down and 10, the fullback gets the carry again and gets that one across midfield, picking up a gain of 5. Here goes Bush right up the gut for him, setting up third down and 1. Bush again gets the carry, but he's not going to pick up the first down, and that's going to force the Saints to punt the football. Play action here. It's actually not play action. I thought it was. Probably should have been because they got to him right in the backfield there. We also get an update on John Kelly. He will be back soon. Orlando Cross has got an open running lane here. First down yardage and more for him, sliding just shy of the 40-yard line. Ed Ailman's going to run this one to the right side, breaking out into some open room, gets across the 50. Looking to now throw out of the I formation. Cross throws that one to the right side. Larry Fitzgerald, another big reception for him, sets us up in great field position now to score. Maurice Jones-Drew runs right up the gut for a gain of 7. Setting up the screen for Larry Fitzgerald, but the Saints have been watching film. They know we like to do that, and they bring him down for a loss. Now Cross looks to throw, rolls to his right, throws to the end zone for Phillips, but his pass is going to be broken up there. Fourth down and 7. We're going to attempt this field goal with John Hall, and he hits his 3rd field goal today. So now kicking off, they got Reggie Bush back there returning from his own goal line now. He's got some pretty solid blocking as he returns this one to the right side. He breaks this one across midfield, the 40, the 30. The Vipers gave up a kick return touchdown to Sonoris Moss last week, and then give one up to Reggie Bush now today. And that's going to extend this Saints lead even more, just when it felt like the Vipers had some momentum going their way. Cross is running to his right. He dumps this one off to Alex Smith, who loses the football, and the Saints are there for the recovery. It's Clements out at the 25. My goodness, that's got to be our 5th turnover today, I think. And you cannot win games when you're losing the turnover battle. I don't think we got any turnovers for ourselves on defense. And once again, the Saints have fantastic field position, and they're able to capitalize on it as Reggie Bush takes it to the crib untouched for the touchdown, and that very well could be the nail in the coffin there. But Albuquerque does still have 1 quarter of play left. Reggie Waite makes that reception on the right side, gets across the first down marker. Cross looks to throw again, moving to his left under some pressure, but still gets it out to Alex Smith. Fires an absolute strike there, but not without taking a little bit of punishment as he hurt his chest on that play. Luckily, he will be back soon. So here's Seneca Wallace throwing right side. He connects with Alex Smith, who's able to hold on to the football this time. The Vipers hurry up to the line of scrimmage, which probably wasn't the best idea, as not all of our guys were set, and we got a false start penalty. Orlando is back in the game, though, rolling to his right. Now he's going to dump it off to Ed Ailman, who makes the grab and gets pushed out of bounds inside of the red zone. First and 10, crosses under some pressure immediately, rolling to his left. I push some wrong buttons there and end up taking a really bad sack. Loss of 16 yards on the play. Second down and 26, crosses under immediate pressure there. That was not my fault this time as the offensive line just let Will Smith get right to him. Third down and long. It's a 3rd straight sack for the Saints defense, bringing us down at midfield, forcing a 4th down and 42. But with how many points we're down by right now, I feel like we gotta go for it. So we pull out a Hail Mary here. Cross throws to the end zone, and Roddy White's able to bring it in. Touchdown, Albuquerque Vipers. Holy cow, a Hail Mary on 4th down and 42. somehow, someway able to bring it in after 3 straight sacks. We go for 2, but we are unable to get it as Cross tries to bring it in himself. But don't turn off the TV now or turn off the video now, because the Vipers are not done with today's game. Here goes Reggie Bush right up the gut. He picks up a gain of 5, but that gain is all going to be negated because of a false start penalty, making it 3rd down and 10. The Saints need to convert here to keep this game alive for them, but instead it's going to be picked off. Terrence Newman, the 10, the 5, touchdown Vipers. Terrence Newman gets his 2nd pick 6 on the year, the 4th for the Vipers as a team, and the Vipers are getting right back into this game. It's just a 1-score game now with just over 2 minutes left to play. 2nd down and 10, they're going to give it to Haynes. He's going to get brought down shy of the 1st down. We hit the 2-minute warning. They give it to the fullback, but he's going to be denied. And the Vipers offense has a chance now after all they've done today, after their terrible play in the first half and even in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to go downfield and take the lead. Orlando Cross is going to run to the right side and get whatever he can, which is just a single yard. Cross looks to throw yet again, throws across his body for Charles Phillips, and if he doesn't step out of bounds there, he could have been running down the right sideline, taking it to the crib, but unfortunately his momentum did carry him out of bounds, and that is going to get Orlando Cross over 300 yards on today's game so far, but he's got to get 40 more yards and punch this into the end zone. Cross throws right side there, working on the fly with Larry Fitzgerald getting out to the 20. Cross looks to throw again, rolling to his right, fires to the end zone for Smith. Touchdown, Vipers! And somehow, someway, the Vipers are able to take the lead late in the 4th quarter now, 35-34. Alex Smith, a fantastic touchdown reception, a fantastic throw from Cross. Going for 2 points now to make it a 3-point game, but we're not going to get it. So now all the Saints have to do is get in field goal range and try to stomp off the Vipers' incredible comeback hopes. Reggie Bush already has 1 kick return touchdown today. He gets some open room here, but luckily we're able to finally bring him down, but not until he gets out to the 42-yard line. So the Saints only need about 30 yards, it seems like, to get in field goal range. Here's Curtis Williams throwing left side, and the pass is going to sail out of bounds and fall incomplete. 26 seconds left on the clock. Williams throws left side again. It's going to be caught, but there's going to be holding on the play, so that's going to bring that one back, and it's going to be a loss of 10 now. 5 wide on 2nd down and 20. Curtis Williams is looking to throw, but the time is going to run out in the pocket. The Saints got to burn a timeout because Williams got a little shaken up on the play there. So now 3rd down and long. They bring in Ricky Haley, who's going to dump this one off underneath to Brown. That's going to pick up a few yards, but not enough. The Saints burn a timeout. 14 seconds left in the game, but more importantly, it's 4th down and 16. He's dumping it off to Brown underneath again, and that is going to be well short of the 1st down marker. And the Vipers are going to win today's game by a score of 35-34. Holy cow, we went into the 4th quarter down by 18 points when Orlando Cross was able to, despite his terrible play, his 4 turnovers, his 3 interceptions, and his 1 fumble, still able to pull off a miraculous comeback victory. Wow, holy cow, 349 yards for Cross, 3 touchdowns. Those 3 interceptions really did hurt. But you know what? When it really mattered the most, Cross made it count. The offensive line also played awful with the 7 sacks that were given up today. Cross was also our leading rushers. The ground game didn't really do much, but when you're down by as much as you are, you can't really afford to run the football. And you know what? It kind of worked out for us. Alex Smith and Larry Fitzgerald both had 5 receptions. Fitz had 166 yards and a touchdown. Roddy White had a touchdown, that incredible Hail Mary, which really kick-started our 4th quarter for us. A 4th down and 42. How did they give that up, man? Our offensive line, as already stated, didn't really play very good, but it doesn't seem like there was one weak link. Just everyone seemed to give up at least 1 sack today. And then looking at the defense, they played great in the 4th quarter, didn't give up any points, 3 sacks for them, and then Terrence Newman with the pick 6. That was huge for us. We weren't the only 1-point game this week. The Tennessee Titans fall by just 1 point to the Miami Dolphins, 31-30, really hurting the Titans' playoff hopes. Sharice Morse of the Dolphins threw 3 interceptions as well, but he also had 2 touchdowns. Ronnie Brown had almost 200 yards on the ground for them, a big game for him. Meanwhile, the Titans couldn't really get much going on offense, and then Miami just randomly had a receiver break off over 100 yards and a touchdown in their game as well. The Texans were able to beat the New York Jets 38-23. It was a big game there. It was still, the Jets were still able to hold on pretty close despite losing by multiple scores. Shannon Pleasant 3 touchdowns and a pick. Willie Parker and Dominique Davis both had over 100 yards on the ground. And then Steve Smith in his first game, I believe, as a Jet, 10 catches for 130 yards still. So despite the loss, he was still able to show up big time in today's game there. And then Andre Johnson, of course, always big for the Texans. Another 1-point game here. The Chargers are going to take control of their division, winning over the Broncos 29-28. 4 touchdowns for Phillip Rivers. Culpepper had a pretty solid day if you just ignore his 2 interceptions and no passing touchdowns. Michael Turner had 95 yards on the ground. And meanwhile, Denver's running back still was able to pick up 100. That's going to be a wrap for this video. Thank you all for watching. And until next time, this has been Jeffrey, reminding you to stay moist.